Hello, everybody, and happy Friday. Today we are going to be doing my Passion Planner February spreads for 2021. So typically I am not the most artsy when it comes to my spreads, especially functional spreads like a monthly one or weekly. So my planner doesn't get a lot of love. But this month I decided to show it some love, literally in the month of love. Oh my gosh. So I'm using Tim Holtz Distress ink in the Worn lipstick, also very appropriate. And this very large Dilutions stencil, that's my heart stencil, and just a blending tool to put some hearts everywhere. The one thing I love about doing ink with stencils instead of paint is it's a lot easier to write over, and it kind of has obviously that like transparent look, so it's not as like in your face. But I do decorate this quite a bit, so this is definitely taking me back to like my Happy Planner days, because I would go to town on all of my spreads. By the way, if you ever hear any weird background noises, my adorable child has joined me in my recording studio, i.e. the closet. And right now she is trying to decide if she's going to investigate things or sit in my lap. So who knows? So my game changer this month is to get 1 month ahead with all of my YouTube content, which is going to bring me so much internal peace if I can get it done that I can't even tell you. It's going to make me so happy if that happens. So that means listing out the videos I plan to do for both months and get as far ahead as humanly possible. Since today is a planner setup day, we are posting to there is a me, not a we, unless you count banks. Then the me is a we. Right, Muffin? Exactly. So I'm hoping that me, is going to get a month ahead so that we can get some planner peace up in this bitch. Also, it is a double video day. Any kind of planner related content, I'm trying to post them both on the same day. So A, you don't have to wait, but B, it's just nice to give you guys like the bonus videos and no wait. So I set this up with all of the things it asks, like the month focus and then people to see. I really want to try to plan a Valentine's brunch. I have a couple girlfriends that are here, but I also want to set up some time with Taylor. We need a FaceTime date, so I've got to throw that in there, especially, again, in the month of love. I miss hiking. I haven't been hiking in what feels like ages. I don't think we went at all last year. That's a lie. We went for Valentine's last year. Oh my God. So it's almost been a year, and that's very sad. So I need to do that. I do need to get my hair done. And then there's a local craft store that has really quirky hours. And I want to try to get to them just to support that local business, because I know it's been hard on them. One thing not to do, I'm just trying to channel all of my not to do energy on staying on the healthy train. I've done pretty good in January. I'm not going to lie. I'm really proud about that. I can definitely see some muscle coming in and some toning going on. Typically, my entire month spread, and it will not change, is actually dedicated to my workout. So in my bullet journal, which I'll link that video here, boop, I will be putting in a planned version, and then here in the Passion Planner, I'm going to log what actually gets done. I realized I kind of had a want and a need and a desire for that this past month. I wish I had like the ideal plan and then what actually happened, and it kept working out where it was all that actually happened and no plan. That sounded so confusing when it came out of my mouth. In my head, it made so much more sense. You'll see me fiddling with my pen because I was struggling trying to figure out if I wanted to fill in these blocks or not. I did a little bit with some items. So for my personal projects, it's still working on my craft cubes because they're a nightmare. And then I'm going to make a new altar book. So I'm going to have that out and ready to go hopefully by March, but it is going to be flourish themed, like the Maggie Holmes collection. I did a mini book, and you can see that. I'll put that link in. I've done a mini book, and I do custom. So if that's something that you're interested in, let me know. That mini book has already been sold and gone all the way to Australia. Oh my God, that was whole experience in of itself. But other than that, my monthly spread's kind of done. I'm throwing down some washi. The couples washi is actually a really old My Mind's Eye. I think I even got it at Archivers an eternity ago. The floral was actually part of all the Marquee collection washi from Heidi Swap. So when the Marquee stuff was still really prevalent in stores, I got it. The You Make Me Happy are part of the colorful sets that Heidi Swap did. So I threw that on there because it was on trend. One thing that doesn't get pictured here, which I felt really bad about, I do, and I did it in January. It's like a little tip-in of a bill pay checklist. Blah, 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 blah. I used to have a bill pay section on all my monthly spreads. I like having it in here, but I don't know if I really love the structure. That might be a working piece, more or less. Yes, ma'am, we hear you. That would be my child. Now we're into our weekly spreads. So one thing I called out in January is the fact that I really don't decorate my weekly spreads, which is going to sound really hypocritical in a minute because I went all out on my Valentine's week spread. I really gave it some serious love and color, mainly just as a trial run. I just wanted to see kind of how I liked it and how functional it may or may not be. I kind of ditched the idea of doing decorative weeklies back when I went into Hobonichi because there's really not a lot of space in Hobonichi to decorate and be useful, at least from what I found. I know a lot of people that have managed to make it work. I'd rather spend my time in my planner actually planning and being productive. That's not to say that it shouldn't be a place to be pretty or be fun. Clearly, I enjoyed making this lovely spread, so I'm not going to, poo-poo it. But I definitely am more of a functional style planner than a pretty planner in my eyes. That's not to say that one side is right or wrong. That's just my personal style of planning. So I went to town with the Tombow pink marker that I'm in love with. I think it's like 817 is my one by choice. Oh no, her mouse toy is in here. That's why she's excited. I haven't since thrown it out of the closet. The sticker packs that I used are the Happy Planner Memories ones. So they aren't your typical planning sets. They are actually, it was almost like a separate collection entirely. They were called Happy Memory Keeping, and they had a holiday and an everyday memory set. I think they actually still have them. I'm not sure. I haven't looked for them in a while. But I just thought it'd be nice to use up some of my stickers in a couple places. Again, I didn't try to go too crazy because I wanted to have plenty of functional space. Which brings me to this stamp that causes me anxiety. So this is my Hydrate Stamp. It's where I log my water every day. And I learned that I can stamp this without the word hydrate at the bottom if I just put it on the stamp pad correctly. Which I do for the rest of the month after that first week. The other thing I did is I changed the ink that I used. The first stamping I did with an archive ink called Garden Patina, and it kind of had a ghosting effect that I wasn't really happy with, and it wasn't a really clear stamp. So I switched back to my VersaFine, which I do really love, and I typically use that VersaFine in turquoise gem with that stamp because the VersaFines are like a chalk type ink, so they don't bleed through. So I got really used to using inks like that with my Hobonichi. I went back and forth in so many ways with this page. I'd play with it for a little while and then I'd move away and do kind of like a monotonous thing. I did highlight Valentine's Day Daily Focus and that Friday in pink, only because that's my Friday off for the month, and I kind of want it to be about me, like my Valentine's time to myself, like a self-care day. So I actually heard, after I filmed this, I found out that my hair appointment's going to be that day, which I'm very excited about. And then that day right there that I stamped on is President's Day. And because I work in finance, I actually get the luxury of having it off. So I have a very long weekend that weekend, which is going to be great. And I'm very excited about that. I'm not going to lie. Who doesn't love a long weekend, and who doesn't love an extra long weekend? But anyways, this is a super simple weekly after that. I did go back and Tombow in. What you see me doing now is using my gray Tombow to write in everyone's birthdays or important dates. And I use the pink one, obviously, on this spread. Another thing I went back in and did after I even filmed the final flip through, I think. I don't know if it made it into it. I guess we're going to have to wait and see for a second. I didn't use my meal planner stamp, the little like utensils. That's one thing I didn't do this time around, and I'm okay with that. It actually gives me a little bit of extra space, and my meal times kind of bounce around a little bit, or at least have been in the last month, so not having them highlighted is fine. But I did want them in gray to match with that the gray noon stripe that they put in the planner originally, so it was fine. It felt better that it matched. But, I was so aggravated if I didn't draw the line long enough, but that's not what we're here for. Okay, so now we're going to do the awesome slow flip. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and you guys are enjoying 2 planners worth of content when I do planner videos. Thank you guys so much for all the support you've been giving. I look forward to being more consistent with the posting and the descriptions, and just having a more consistent year, because that's my word of the year. I hope you guys all have a great day.